Well, we're ready to go. This is the big one, the first big one of perhaps three big ones coming up. As Allie already mentioned, on the 27th of this month, that's on a Monday night also, Kennedy and Holy Cross square off at the Kennedy Gym, and on the 29th, Kennedy and Sacred Heart at the Kennedy Gym. And boy, those will be two big ball games to wind up the season. Center tap, the ball is what for? Picked up by Sacred Heart, stolen by Holy Cross. Kelly Monroe stole the ball right out of Henry Brown's hands, and the Crusaders come up with the first steal of the ball game and the first turnover for Sacred Heart. Shot in the side is missed by the Hearts. Follow-up shot is up by Kenny and good. Bobby Kenny. And now the game is being halted because of a whole host of streamers and papers, paper cuttings and paper clippings thrown out on the floor by the very enthusiastic Holy Cross rooters. Well, time will be called momentarily while they get the debris off the floor to make sure none of the players slip and fall on it. Could cause an injury. Now players resume. Sacred Heart with the ball. Anthony Perry gets the ball in the forecourt. Holy Cross sets up their 2-1-2 zone defensively. Holy Cross scored the first hoop and lead 2-0 in the forecourt at the far side. Craig Wood in the corner to Henry Brown. Brown not too closely guarded. They haven't been guarding Henry too closely. And in the forecourt it comes out this side on the near side corner. Dave Frank cross court over the far side to Craig Wood. Wood with the ball. The far side corner to Calvin Glenn now. Out it comes to Craig Wood over this side to Anthony Perry. Perry with the ball, looking around. Bounces once, then passes cross court over to Craig Wood. Now to Dave Franks over this side to Perry. Perry to Henry Brown. Shoots it up and swish. Henry Brown dropped in a 12-footer from the corner and ties the ball game up at 2. How often do you get two teams, especially two Catholic teams of the city, so evenly matched as these two ball clubs appear to be? What a rivalry this is this year. In the forecourt, shot by Lombardo, good from the outside. Frankie Lombardo, who's developed another batch of debris, goes out on the floor. And, of course, the officials are going to warn the fans to stop throwing debris out on the floor because it stops the ball game. And, of course, that is only fair. They don't mind one outburst. But continue to do that after every Holy Cross basket is scored, and you got problems. In the forecourt come the Hearts quickly now. Long pass in the forecourt to Brown. Brown to Wood. Wood holding the ball. Cross court over the far side to Anthony Perry. Perry with the ball. Deep on the midcourt now. Holy Cross leads 4-2. Almost 2 minutes have gone by here in the first quarter. Very low scoring ball game. Pass to Calvin Glenn. Glenn closely got it. Pass over this side to Anthony Perry. Perry back outside the foul circle to Craig Wood. Over this side to Perry in the corner. Driving the baseline. Passes off, and the ball is stolen by Kelly Monroe. And that's two steals that Kelly Monroe's got already in this ball game. Crusaders on the move. Down over the middle to come into the forecourt. Shooting at the basket to the right. Over the far side. Shot is up and missed by Bob Kenny. The rebound picked up by the Hearts. The lead pass down court to Henry Brown. Shoots it up and in. 4-4, and Henry Brown's got all four of the Sacred Heart points. 5.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. In the forecourt, Bobby Kenny driving all the way in, banks it up short. Rebound by Henry Brown. Brown with the ball. Lead pass in the forecourt to Anthony Perry. Perry driving outside the foul circle over the far side of Craig Wood. He sets, shoots it up, no good. Rebound is picked up by Frank Lombardo. Lombardo loses control of the ball, picks it up again in the backcourt, still in the backcourt. Now gets it down over the middle. Hart set up their 2-1-2 zone defense. Over the far side, it goes to Steve Northrup. Now outside the foul circle. Over this side, it comes to Chris Stack. Stack to Monroe. Shoots it up, misses. Rebound picked up by Dave Franks. Franks to Craig Wood. Wood to Perry. Drives in, lays it up, and good. And the Hearts go ahead for the first time in the ball game, 6-4. In the forecourt over the far side. Bobby Kenny with the ball in the forecourt corner quickly. Passes back out. Out it comes out in the midcourt now to Frankie Lombardo. Lombardo with the ball over the near side. In the corner to Stack. Stack's pass is knocked out of bounds and awarded to the Crusaders. 6-4 the score. Now Henry Brown going to be given a rest. Eddie Generali doesn't want to take too much of a chance on taxing the youngster. Coming in to replace him is Ozzie Maggio. Ball knocked out of bounds on the shot from the corner is missed. And Sacred Heart gets the ball. Hearts are playing a much better ball game in the first quarter tonight than they did in the last game against the Crusaders. Well, he's told you in the fourth. The ball stolen by Lombardo. Lombardo driving in, shoots it up and good, and he was fouled on the play. Frank Lombardo, he's a 5'10" junior. Very, very fast, both on his feet and with his hands. Made a fine steal. That turned over into a basket for the Crusaders that Lombardo made. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll get one from the free throw line. So Lombardo has a chance to put the Crusaders ahead, and he does. 7-6, Holy Cross leading. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. A pass all the way down court to Calvin Glenn, and he slam dunks it. Oh, and I think that Calvin Glenn must have gotten rid of a lot of frustration on that slam dunk. Pass down court stolen by re-stolen by Holy Cross. Crusaders. Time is being called by Holy Cross. Sacred Heart leads 8-7. 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Here's the call.
But it's still very close, and I'll tell you, I'm enjoying it right down to my toes when you see a game like this.
Okay. Crusaders put the ball in the play. Pass deflected in the forecourt, stolen by Ozzie Majel of Sacred Heart. Majel passes off to Anthony Perry. Perry brings it down over the middle in the forecourt. Hart shooting at the basket to our left in the first half here at the Crosby Gym. Over the far side, it goes to Craig Wood. Outside the foul circle to Glenn. Over this side of Perry. Set, shoots it up. Good! Anthony Perry, a 25-footer from the side. The Hearts have the biggest lead of the ball game. 3 points. 10-7 the score. In the fourth quarter, pass to Kelly Monroe. Goes into the deep corner. Passes back out to Stack. Stack with the ball out in the midcourt to Lombardo. Lombardo looking around. Back over this side to Stack. Now a pass deflected and knocked out of bounds and awarded to the Crusaders. That meets with a note of disapproval from the Sacred Heart fans here. Pass in, stolen by Calvin Glenn, and Glenn is fouled by Chris Stack. Not a shooting foul. That's only the first foul of the ball game for Holy Cross. You know, each team now has picked up one foul, one personal foul. Now, Coach Tim McDonald is not going to take too many chances. He's got Kenny Green coming into the ball game to give his team some extra height off the boards. So they got two big men, Kenny Green and Kelly Monroe for the Crusaders at 6'5" each. And the Hearts move the ball around the perimeter of the outside foul. So now, Henry Brown turns, shoots it up. No good. The rebound picked up by Holy Cross, Kelly Monroe. Monroe to Lombardo. Lombardo brings it down in the forecourt. Pass over the far side to Steve Northrop. Cross court over the sides comes to Bob Kenny. A 10-foot jumper by Kenny is missed. Rebound is batted around. Picked up by Anthony Perry. Fast breaking all the way down the middle, and he is fouled. Fouled by Steve Northrop. Anthony Perry, when he gets loose out there, he can go like the wind. Extremely fast, and he had two men guarding him. He went between both of them, and Steve Northrop picked up the personal foul on the play. So Anthony Perry will take two, foul in the act of shooting. First shot is up and good. Hearts lead by 4, 11-7. Allie did mention that Anthony Perry has had trouble sinking his fouls from the free throw line all year. And tonight, however, he makes both of them. Might be a little added incentive there. Hearts lead by 5, 12-7. In the forecourt come the Crusaders. Monroe, jump shot in the side, short, rebound. Is rolling, it was picked up by Kenny. Shoots it up and off the side. Follow-up shot is missed. Another follow-up shot is good by Kelly Monroe. Oh, the Crusaders had 3 in a row there. Long pass in the forecourt to Henry Brown. Brown into Ozzie Majel. Majel to Calvin Glenn. Glenn loses the ball. Ozzie Majel picks it up. Pass over the far side. Picked up by Henry Brown. He stepped on the baseline. So the Crusaders will take over in the backcourt. That's 4 turnovers for Sacred Heart here in the first quarter. It's a none for the Crusaders. And as Allie often mentions, the Crusaders play that very steady type of basketball. Pass outside over the far side. Steve Northrop shoots it up, misses. Rebound picked up by Calvin Glenn. Lead pass down court to Anthony Perry. Perry to Wood, or to Dickens. Dickens to Glenn. Glenn shoots and misses. Rebound picked up by Henry Brown. Pass off to Dickens, who's in the ball game. Dickens pass into Henry Brown, goes in underneath, banks it up, and he is fouled. Foul was committed by Kelly Monroe. That's his first, second team foul, third team foul for the Crusaders. 12-9, the score of this ball game. Sacred Heart leads by 3. A minute 29 left to go in the first quarter. From the Crosby Gym, all the action coming away over WATR Radio, Waterbury's first station. At the free throw line, Henry Brown going to take a pair, foul in the act of shooting. First shot is up and off the side. No good. Henry will get another. I'd like to thank everybody for those cards and letters sent me on my 42nd anniversary in radio broadcasting last week. Second shot is missed by Henry Brown. So Crusaders get the ball and go on the offensive with a chance to get to within a point. In the forecourt, Kelly Monroe driving underneath. He is fouled. Kelly Monroe will go to the free throw line for a pair for the Crusaders. Foul is committed by Henry Brown. Kelly Monroe is a better than average foul shooter. To the best of my knowledge, he very rarely misses. Shoots the first one up and hits the rim. Short a mile high in the air. Hit the back rim. Henry overshot the basket a little bit that time. Or Kelly, I should say. Second shot by Kelly. High one again. Again, it hits the back rim. Rebound picked up by Anthony Perry. Perry brings the ball down over the middle of the forecourt. Outside the foul circle. Stops. Passes cross-court over this side to Fernando Dickens. Now to Calvin Glenn. Glenn's pass is stolen by Ken Green. That's 5 turnovers for the Hearts. Hearts are trying to pass off underneath, get the ball in close, and the Crusaders got the basket pretty well packed. Pretty hard to pass that ball in that mess of people. Underneath, Kelly Monroe shoots it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, shoots it up again, and good. 12-11. Kelly Monroe, very, very... there's a bank shot up and missed by Calvin Glenn. The rebound picked up by Dave Franks to Anthony Perry. Set, shoots it up, and good. Anthony Perry from outside the foul circle. And he has 8 points in tonight's ball game. 14-11 the score. Hearts lead the Crusaders by 3. 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. In the forecourt come the Crusaders. Pass into Kenny Green. Trying the baseline. He can't get by. Pass it back out to Lombardo out in the midcourt. Over this side it comes to Bobby Kenny. Kenny with the ball goes into the corner. Now passes off to Kelly Monroe. Shoots it up. Misses. Rebound by Calvin Glenn. 4 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Fernando Dickens to Henry Brown. Shoots it up. But no good as the buzzer sounds. The score at the end of the first quarter is Sacred Heart 14 and Holy Cross.
They could have taken shots, but look for a great ball game still.
Okay, the center tap at midcourt picked up by Sacred Heart. In the forecourt, the ball comes to Calvin Glenn. Glenn passed off to Anthony Perry. Perry dropped the ball and picks it up and goes back out over the far side. Out in the midcourt, it comes now to Craig Wood over this side to Calvin Glenn. Glenn with the ball holding it. Pass off to Henry Brown. Shoots it up and good. From about 12 feet out in front of the hoop, Henry Brown picks up his 6th point of the ball game, and the Hearts lead by 5, 16-11. Second quarter just getting underway here at the Crosby Gym. In the forecourt, Kelly Monroe gets a pass in the deep corner on the near side. Back out it comes to Lombardo. Over the far side it goes to O'Shea, who's come into the ball game. Kevin O'Shea to Steve Norther out in the midcourt over this side. Lombardo again in the corner to Kelly Monroe. Monroe trying to drive, closely got it by Henry Brown. Pass off to Lombardo. He sets, shoots it up, no good. Rebound over the far side, picked up by Calvin Glenn. Glenn to Craig Wood, fast breaking, down over the middle, all the way down, passes off to Henry Brown, shoots it up and misses. Follow-up shot missed. Another follow-up shot picked up by Henry Brown. He shoots it up and he is called traveling. Okay, Crusaders ball. O'Shea passes into Northrop. Northrop to back to O'Shea, still in the backcourt. Over the far side, it goes to Northrop. Now Northrop quickly has got to get back into the forecourt before, and he passes, and the ball goes out of bounds. The first turnover for the Crusaders, and the Hearts will put it into play in the backcourt. Taking it out is Dave Franks. Passes into Anthony Perry. Perry brings it down over the middle, gets it in the forecourt. Crusaders set up their 2-1-2 zone defensively. outside the foul circle. Now the pass to Craig Wood over the far side to Perry. He sets, shoots it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Pass off to Craig Wood outside the foul circle. Wood to Perry, or to Calvin Glenn deep out in the midcourt. Over the far side, it goes to Wood in the corner. Wood pass off underneath to Dave Franks, lays it up and in. Nice pass by Craig Wood, and Dave Franks shook himself loose for that easy layup, the kind the coaches love. In the forecourt, Kenny Green quickly with the ball. Pass off to Frank Lombardo. Hearts with their biggest lead of the ball game now, 7 points, 18-11. In the forecourt at the far side, Kevin O'Shea. Pass outside the foul circle, out in the midcourt now. Over this side it comes in the corner to Monroe. Shoots it up, misses. A rebound by Calvin Glenn. Glenn to Craig Wood. Wood with the ball quickly down over the middle in the forecourt outside the foul circle. Slows it down. Bounce pass over the far side to Anthony Perry. Perry with the ball. Underneath to Dave Frank. Frank lays it up and no good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds and awarded to Sacred Heart. 5:37 left to go on the first half from here in the Crosby Gym over WATR. The Hearts lead by 7, 18-11. The pass comes into Brown. Outside the foul circle, it goes to Wood. Cross court over the far side to Calvin Glenn. In the corner now to Anthony Perry. Perry comes out of the corner, looking around. Pass out in the midcourt to Wood. Over this side to Calvin Glenn. Back to Craig Wood. Over this side to Glenn. Glenn starts to drive. Can't get by. Passes again. The pass is stolen by the Crusaders. And that constitutes another turnover for the Hearts. 7 turnovers for Sacred Heart in this first half so far. They had 17 in the last ball game against Holy Cross in the first half. And that, of course, hurt them. Holy Cross with the ball. They've only had 1 turnover. Long shot on the outside. Missed. Rebound picked up by Lombardo. He shoots it up. Misses. Rebound picked up by Henry Brown. Brown to Perry. Perry driving all the way in. Stuffed it. Anthony Perry. Only 6 feet. And he slam dunked the ball. Believe it or not. And the Hearts lead by 9, 20-11. Crusaders the ball in the forecourt. Over the far side, O'Shea to Ken Green. Outside the Lombardo. He sets, shoots it up. No good. Rebound picked up by Sacred Heart. Calvin Glenn to Craig Wood. Long pass down court to Henry Brown. Brown with the ball. Closely got it. Had a mind to shoot momentarily. Decided not to. Pass back out to Anthony Perry. On the midcourt, it goes to Craig Wood. Wood with the ball over the far side to Calvin Glenn. Glenn with the ball, pivoting around. Closely got it. Double team. Passes out. Over this side, it comes to Perry. Perry shoots it up and no good. Rebound by Holy Cross. With the ball, Kevin O'Shea. Pass off to Lombardo. Long pass in the forecourt corner to Monroe. Monroe's shot is up and missed. Rebound by Sacred Heart. Fast break. Anthony Perry in the forecourt. Pass off to Craig Wood. Shoots it up. No good. And the rebound picked up by Lombardo. Long pass down court to Kelly Monroe. He drives in. Shoots it up. And a block in the air. Unbelievable block by Calvin Glenn. I can't believe that block by Calvin Glenn on a shot that looked like it was going in by Kelly Monroe. And Calvin Glenn went about 5 feet in the air. One of the most fantastic blocks that I've seen in years.
Cross.
No question about it, Allie. They are hurting, except for Lombardo. Lombardo's made a couple of good ones from the outside, but the rest of the Crusaders are ice cold. We don't want to see that at this time of the year. We're getting ready for state tournament time. Steve Northrup closely got it over the far side by Craig Wood. Pass over this side to Kelly Monroe. Drives in, lays it up, in and out. And again, hard luck dogs the Crusaders. That ball was in the hoop and popped out. And the Hearts get the ball, bring it down court. In the ball game now for Sacred Heart is Chris O'Toole. In the forecourt, Anthony Perry with the ball. Closely got it. Passes cross court to Calvin Glenn. He turns, shoots it up, no good. Rebound underneath by O'Toole. Missed. Follow-up is good by Henry Brown. Henry Brown has 10 points, or 8 points. 22-11. The Hearts have doubled the Crusaders' score here in the first half so far. On the midcourt, Lombardo over the far side. Passes off to Chris Stack. Steve Northrup now has the ball. Out to Bobby Kelly. Kelly with the ball over this side to Stack. Over this side, Stack shoots it up and cleanly through. One of the very few shots that the Crusaders have made on long shots from the outside. Pass down court is stolen by the Crusaders. 22-13, that's the score. Hearts lead, but the Crusaders have the ability to come back. They've got a lot of poise and a lot of scoring potential. In the forecourt they come over the far side. Northrop has the ball. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Northrop with it, looking around, passes out to Stack. Long shot by Stack. Hits the rim, bounds off the rebound on the near side by Lombardo. Lombardo has the ball knocked out of his hands by O'Toole, but he is fouled. That is the third team foul for the Hearts. Not a shooting foul for the Crusaders, as Lombardo was not fouled in the act of shooting. They'll put the ball into play from behind their own hoop. Chris Stack takes it out, passes over this side to Steve Northrop. Northrop gets the ball, dribbles out toward midcourt, flips off to Stack, back over the far side to Northrop. Northrop to Stack. Stack's pass is deflected and rolling, goes into the backcourt, and backcourt violation. Call against Holy Cross. One of the very few turnovers the Crusaders have come up with here in the first half. Down over the middle in the forecourt comes Anthony Perry for the Hearts. Pass off to Calvin Glenn. Glenn closely got it by Stack, and there's a foul call against Chris Stack, I believe. That is his second, fourth team foul for the Crusaders. The Crusaders are getting close to the 1-on-1 situation. The Hearts take the ball out of bounds in the corner. Pass into O'Toole. Over the far side it goes. In the corner, Perry set, shoots it up. Good from the deep corner. Anthony Perry. 12 points for Anthony Perry, who's been pretty hot here in this first half. The Hearts lead by 11, 24-13. A minute 11 left to go, and a foul committed in the forecourt by Sacred Hearts' Dave Franks. That's the Franks' second personal foul, the fourth team foul for the Hearts. So the 1-on-1 not in effect as yet for either team, but will be on the next foul committed by both ball clubs. Number 25, Jim Monroe, coming into the ball game for Sacred Heart, for Holy Cross, replacing Bob Kenny. Monroe passes into Lombardo over the far side. It goes to Northrop. Cross court over this side. It comes to Jim Monroe. The ball deflected. It goes into the forecourt. Stolen by Sacred Heart. Restolen by the Crusaders. Steve Northrop goes into the forecourt with the ball. In the corner. He hasn't taken too many shots at all yet here in this ball game. Pass to Jim Monroe. Cross court. Ball almost stolen, but picked up by Northrop. Rolling on the floor. Pass is stolen and restolen by Holy Cross. Well, that ball has changed hands. Lombardo, a drive-in bank shot is up and good, and a beautiful move by Frank Lombardo. He was fouled on the play. Could be a big three-point play for the Crusaders. Frank Lombardo, not a big lad. He's 5'10". He's a junior. No question about it. This young man is going to be a big cog in Holy Cross machine next year. Lombardo at the free throw line to take one. He shoots it up, misses. The rebound is rolling loose on the floor and out of bounds in the water to Sacred Heart. Hearts lead 24-15 with 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Now, Crusaders are going into a three-quarter court press, hoping to stall the Sacred Heart team from freezing the ball. Over the side it comes into the corner to Henry Brown. Brown just holding the ball in the corner. Passes out to Fernando Dickens. Dickens closely got it by Lombardo. Pass over the far side to Anthony Perry. Perry, a jump shot on the fly. No good. And there's a foul called. Foul called against Henry Brown. That's his second and the 15th foul. So Brown, I think it's Kelly Monroe is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 11 seconds left to go in the first half. Sacred Heart leads by 9. Monroe has a chance to cut it down to 7. All the action coming away over WATR Radio, Waterbury's first station. Monroe's first shot is up and missed. Rebound picked up by Anthony Perry. Lead pass down court to Fernando Dickens. Drives all the way in, lays it up, no good. Follow-up shot, good by Ozzie Major. 2 seconds. Potter and Mark, I can't think of his, Federico. A pass down court picked up by the Hearts. The shot is up and missed. The rebound fought for underneath, picked up by Kelly Monroe. In the second half, the Crusaders will be shooting at the basket to our left. And the Hearts will be shooting at the basket twilight. They've changed baskets at halftime. They changed ends of the courts at halftime. In the forecourt now with the ball. Bob Kenny in the forecourt. Pass over this side. Outside the foul circle, Lombardo. Now Northrup sets, shoots it up. Hits the rim, bounds off. Rebound is knocked out of bounds and awarded to Sacred Heart. So the Hearts will have the ball, and the Crusaders have got two men down court now. Lombardo and Northrup trying to put on a press and steal. However, the Hearts get the ball down court very easily. Pass into Calvin Glenn. Turns, jumps, shoots it up. Good. So the Hearts score first blood here to start off the second half and up their lead to 13. Hearts in a three-quarter court press. However, the Crusaders get the ball into the forecourt over the far side corner. Bobby Kenny with the ball. Pass out to Northrup. On the midcourt to Lombardo over the far side to Stack. Stack to Lombardo. Over this side to Northrup. Northrup to Monroe. Monroe back out. The ball is deflected, rolling loose. Picked up by Dave Franks. Franks to Craig Wood. Wood to Perry. Lays it up and in. And the Hearts have now doubled the Crusader score, 30-15. Hearts still in that full court press. A pass in the forecourt to Kenny. Kenny loses the ball, picks it up again. Now pass over the far side to Stack in the corner. Back on the midcourt it comes to Lombardo. Over the far side to Stack, driving the baseline, goes in underneath and hooks it up. No good. Rebound by Henry Brown. Stack was too far on the long pass down court to Calvin Glenn. Glenn to Perry, lays it up. No good. Rather, Wood had the pass in, and there's a foul called against Dave Franks on the play. That is Franks' third personal foul, first team foul here in the second half for the Hearts. Almost 2 minutes have gone by here in the third quarter here at the Crosby Gym. All the action coming away over WATR Radio, Waterbury's first station, celebrating its golden anniversary, 50 years of service to Waterbury and surrounding area. WATR in the forecourt. Kenny Monroe with the ball, goes into the corner, passes back out in the midcourt to Lombardo. Over the far side now to Stack, goes into the corner, passes back out to Lombardo outside the foul circle. The ball is deflected and rolled out of bounds and awarded to the Crusaders. Don't forget, another game tomorrow night over WATR is Kennedy meets Crosby. That'll be a big ball game over at the Kennedy Gym. Over this side, Northrup in the corner, shoots it up, and good. Nice shot by Steve Northrup from the deep corner. Long pass down court in the forecourt of Calvin Glenn. Shoots it up on the fly, around hoop and out. Follow-up is good by Henry Brown. Beautiful follow-up off the glass by Henry Brown. 32-17 the score. Down court come the Crusaders. Monroe shoots it up, misses the layup. The rebound picked up by the Hearts. Fast breaking into the forecourt they go. Henry Brown at the far side. In the corner to Perry. Back out it comes to Craig Wood. Outside the foul circle. Wood with the ball, closely guarded by Northrup. Passes over the fire. The ball is deflected, picked up by Perry out near midcourt. Perry with the ball, closely guarded by Lombardo now. Pass over this side of Calvin Glenn. Glenn to Brown. Brown driving in, lays it up. Good! Henry Brown is using the glass tonight off the boards, and he hasn't been doing that for many games this season, and he's making those layup shots go in. In the forecourt, Monroe misses a rebound up and good by Bobby Kenny. 34-19, that's the score. 4:40 left to go in the third quarter. Sacred Heart leading by 15 in the forecourt. Anthony Perry over the side of Calvin Glenn, closely got it. Passes off to Perry. Perry with a jump shot on the fly, hits the rim, bounds off. Rebound underneath, picked up by the Hearts as Dave Franks came up with the ball. And there's a foul called. Franks passed off. There's a foul call against Bobby Kenny for blocking. Not a shooting foul. That is Kenny's first. The first team foul for the Crusaders here in the second half. Hearts will take the ball out of bounds from behind their own hoop. The pass comes in to Brown. Out around the foul circle over the side of Perry. Shoots it up around the hoop and out. Rebound. Fought for, picked up by Calvin Glenn. Back to Perry. Hearts are working hard off those boards, both offensively and defensively. They're getting second and third shots, something they did not get in the first game. There's Perry driving the baseline, lays it up and in. Or rather, Craig Wood. That was Craig Wood. Wood wears 22, Perry 33. And sometimes when they're moving fast, pretty hard to see those numbers, especially at an angle. 36-19, that's the score. In the forecourt with the ball. Chris Stack, closely guarded. Passes cross court over this side of Northrup. He's got room, set, shoots it up and good. You cannot give Steve Northrop room when he starts to hit from the outside. He can be deadly. He's got a beautiful, pure outside set shot. In the forecourt come the Hearts now, leading by 15 again. Calvin Glenn over the far side to Perry. Sets, shoots it up, hits the rim, bounds off. Rebound picked up by the Crusaders. Lombardo, fast breaking, down over the middle, in the forecourt, still going, all the way in, lays it up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and a jump ball call. 36-21, Sacred Heart leading with 3 minutes, 18 seconds left to go in the third period here at the Crosby Gym. The big rematch between these two ball clubs. The tap is batted around out in the midcourt, picked up by Steve Northrop. So the Crusaders maintain control. Northrop to Lombardo. Lombardo over the far side. Bounce pass in the corner to Stack. Outside it comes to Monroe. Sets, shoots it up, and good. Kelly Monroe finally hits from the outside. Cuts the Sacred Heart lead down to 13. A pass to Henry Brown. Lays it up, no good. Rebound picked up by Kelly Monroe. Monroe to Northrop. Northrop in the forecourt. Goes in, comes back out, now turns around. Pass off to Stack. Stack to Monroe. Ball is stolen by Henry Brown. Brown to Craig Wood. Wood driving all the way in. Banks it up and good. What a move by Craig Wood. And again, the Hearts lead by 15, 38-23. 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. Crusaders with the ball in the backcourt. Lombardo with it. Bounce pass over the side into the forecourt to Northrop. Northrop on the near side. Back out of midcourt to Lombardo. Hearts set up the 2-1-2 zone defensively. Over the far side, he goes in the corner to Stack. High arcing shot by Stack. Missed. Rebound by Calvin Glenn. Glenn to Perry. Perry with the ball. Slowly down over the middle in the forecourt. Now he goes outside the foul circle. Pass over the side in the corner to Glenn. Glenn to Brown. Brown turns, shoots it up. No good. Rebound is picked up by Kelly Monroe. Monroe in the backcourt. With the ball. Still in the backcourt. Now pass off to Northrop. Still in the backcourt. Now to Lombardo. Still in the backcourt. And Lombardo finally gets down over the middle. In the forecourt over the far side, it goes into the corner to Stack. Stack to Northrop outside the foul circle. Over this side, it comes to Monroe. Monroe on the near side now to Stack in the corner. Back out it comes outside the foul circle. Over the far side of Monroe. Sets, shoots it up. Misses. Rebound. Is batted around. Rolling this picked up by Anthony Perry. Lead pass down court to Henry Brown. And he stuff dunks it. Henry Brown stuff dunks the ball. And the Hearts lead by 17, 40-23. And what a hand they're getting from their fans. Timeout is called by Timmy. So a lot of time left to go. A minute 28 in the third quarter. A full 8 minutes in the fourth quarter. Crusaders get the ball in the forecourt. They make a ball stolen by Anthony Perry. Drives in, lays it up, good. Anthony Perry with a steal right out in midcourt. And that gives the Hearts a 19-point lead, 42-23. Unbelievable the way these teams have, the Sacred Heart team has turned about. So different than the first ball game we saw earlier this year here at this Crosby Gym. In the forecourt come the Crusaders. Lombardo, long shot, shoots it up and good from the outside of the foul circle. 54 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Hearts lead by 17. Calvin Glenn, a jump shot up and missed. Rebound underneath, picked up by Kelly Monroe. And the Crusaders have the ball. Monroe to Lombardo, brings it straight down the middle, over midcourt, into the forecourt, over this side of Steve Northrop. Crusaders have got to start popping that ball through the hoop now. Northrop sets, shoots it up, good. So the Crusaders making a little comeback of their own, but they got a long way to go yet. 15 points behind with 24 seconds left to go in the third period. Over this side, the ball deflected, knocked out of bounds by Jim Monroe, who has come into the ball game for Holy Cross. 19 seconds left to play in the third period. Hearts lead by 15. Pass comes into Dave Franks. Franks back to Perry. Perry closely guarded by Lombardo. Flips cross court to Calvin Glenn. Glenn pivoting around, banks it up and misses. A follow-up shot is good by Dave Franks. 5 seconds. Force a ball stolen by Glenn. Lays it up and good. 1 second. Calvin Glenn stole the ball. And the Hearts lead by 19 going into the fourth and final period. Here's Rick O'Connell.
I think it's going to be a long time before Sacred Heart has a chance of beating Holy Cross in basketball again.
Okay, Allie. Well, the tap in midcourt start off the fourth quarter is picked up by Sacred Heart. Anthony Perry with the ball to Henry Brown. Shoots up the side. No good. The rebound underneath. The foul call against Ozzie Mayfield for pushing off. That is Ozzie's first personal, the second team foul for the Hearts. So the 1-1 still a long way off for either team in this second half. Fourth quarter just gotten underway. Crusaders of the ball. Pass over the far side to Kenny Green. Shoots it up and misses. Rebound picked up by Ozzie Mayfield. Passes off to Brown. Brown to Craig Wood. Wood quickly in the forecourt. Goes in, comes back out. Closely got it by Northrop. Now passes cross court over the far side to Calvin Glenn. Over this side it comes to Anthony Perry. Hart shooting at the basket to our right here in the second half. Now to Craig Wood. Now to Calvin Glenn. Turns, shoots it up. Good! Calvin Glenn with a twisting jumper, and the Hearts can do no wrong tonight. Long pass down court to Green. Green has the ball stolen by Ozzie Mayfield. Ozzie Mayfield came down and actually stole the ball as Green put it on the floor, and the Hearts come back down court offensively again. A pass and a give and go to Calvin Glenn. Lays it up and in. And the Hearts are really making a rout of this ball game. Unbelievable. 50-27. 6:52 left to go in the ball game, and Sacred Heart has a very commanding lead. Over the far side, pass, ball knocked out of bounds, foul call against Ozzie Mayfield. That is his second, the third team foul for the Hearts. Not a shooting foul as yet. Crusaders will put the ball into play in the forecourt at the far side. Jim Monroe coming into the ball game, passes in to Lombardo. Lombardo to Monroe. His shot is blocked, knocked out of bounds by Henry Brown. Ozzie Mayfield comes out of the ball game for Sacred Heart. Coming back in is Dave Franks. 50-27. Hearts lead. In the forecourt, Lombardo shoots it up and good. A nice 10-footer by Frank Lombardo. Makes it a 50-29 ball game. Pass down court, and the ball is lost out of bounds by the Hearts. So the Crusaders will take it over. That's the first turnover for the Hearts the second half. Remember, they had 17 turnovers in the first half of the last ball game played between these two clubs. That most assuredly made a big difference in the ball game. A shot by Kenny Green on a twisting jumper is good. 50-31. Long pass down court to Henry Brown. Banks it up, lays it up, follow up. No, it's good by Calvin Glenn. And Glenn was fouled on the play. Henry Brown missed his bank layup. However, Calvin Glenn came in from the other side, picked up the ball as it came off the boards, laid it up and in, fouled on the play by Kevin O'Shea. Calvin Glenn will go to the free throw line to see if he can make it a three-point play. The Hearts lead by 21. Now they lead by 22. 13 points for Calvin Glenn. Hearts lead by 22, 53-31. 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the ball game. Crusaders have really got their work cut out for them here tonight if they want to get back into close contention. Jim Monroe over this side, outside the foul circle.